Pouring rain to start the workday. Commuters under a sea of umbrellas. On the bright side, it is warming up, but that comes with the threat of severe weather.
Well, speaking of umbrellas, we saw a parade of workers moving the giant Daley Plaza umbrellas inside as a precaution. With the possibility of strong winds, heavy objects like outdoor umbrellas could be dangerous projectiles. And here's a live look at Daley Plaza. We've seen a steady stream of people in rain gear walking by, and look at those tables. No umbrellas.
Here's a look at the radar right now, and we are in a bit of a break, but you can see a line of thunderstorms that by afternoon could bring more hail and potential tornadoes. Here's our mobile weather lab earlier this morning capturing a large streak of lightning. Good morning, everybody. I'm Roseanne Tejas.
And I'm Harry Porterfield. Let's get right to meteorologist Megan Galeros with our Weather Watch forecast. Megan.
We have a line of storms pounding the area right now, in fact, Harry and Roseanne. You can see one just northern parts of Cook County stretching up in towards the lake, and then a line back here that extends from our northwest burbs all the way down to the southern portions of Kankakee County and heading down to Champaign. Torrential downpours expected, possibly 1 inch per hour rainfall rates. Talking about a lot of thunder and lightning with this as well as it begins to progress on off to the east. You can see impacting Aurora, Naperville, just west of Joliet and extending all the way down towards Kankakee. I've taken the lightning off so you can get a better glimpse at where you see those brighter reds. That's where you're going to find the heavier rain. A little blast up here near Orland Park, and that extends up into the northern portions of Cook County and also Lake County. This will be moving through likely the city within the next hour or so and continuing on off into northwest Indiana. Now, once that round goes through, it's still a soupy environment. The more sunshine you get, the more likely you are to see the storms, which are going to fire from this general location as they progress into Chicagoland later on this afternoon. That's when we expect to see the potential of a more organized severe weather event. So this is where we're watching right now. Iowa stretching down to St. Louis. Once it gets the heat of the day and the sunshine, it's going to start to fire that stuff up. So where are we standing in terms of risk factors today? There is a slightly above moderate, so it's a little bit on the high end of moderate for a tornado risk today. Isolated tornadoes. Severe winds is a little bit higher than that. The largest chance for severe weather here across Chicagoland, I believe to be hail, but a risk of all three out there today. We'll talk more about what to expect coming up in just a bit, and we'll step through the Futurecast as well. Harry, Roseanne?
Soupy, you say. Okay, Megan, thank you very, very much. CBS 2's Susanna Song has been out in the thick of it all morning.
And she joins us live now in the Mobile Weather Lab.
Harry, we've been tracking radar all morning long from the Mobile Weather Lab. Right now we are on the inbound Kennedy near Cicero Avenue. It's been raining nonstop with some pops of thunder and lightning. Thunder mixed with rain quickly moved across Downers Grove, a line of storms from the west heading northeast. During the morning rush hour, lightning lit up the dark, ominous skies. Heavy rain caused ponding on Interstate 88, making travel difficult. Fog diminished visibility.
What usually takes me about 45 minutes took me about an hour and 30 minutes.
Probably because of the ponding and people taking a little
pondering, people taking a little bit more time, and because of the fog.
Driving slow, driving the speed limit and everything.
For those looking for a cup of joe and quick breakfast, the drive-thru was the way to go today. The line was extra long. Those who parked either got wet or brought along an umbrella. Nick Shop said he needed a jolt of caffeine after a restless night.
I heard thundering like early in the morning. That woke me up, and the rain has been going on ever since I've woke up in the morning, which was around like 6 o'clock. Sky's dark. It's been lightning all night and everything's been pretty bad.
Back live again now, driving in the Mobile Weather Lab. We're still getting a good blast of rain here. Last night, some parts of Chicago had pebble-sized hail. Several hundred residents in Berwyn also experienced power outages for a few hours. You can see to my right a tow truck and a state police pulling over a semi-truck. They're not sure if he's having problems because of the weather, but of course you'll want to be cautious when you're on the roadways this morning. It is raining heavily at this hour. Live along the Kennedy Expressway, Susanna Song, CBS 2 News.
All right, Susanna, thank you. When the storm rolled in, it left its mark on a home in Algonquin.
And CBS 2's Jeremy Ross just spoke with a homeowner. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning. It is not the kind of view a couple living just off of Scenic Drive ever expected to see. Around 6:30 this morning, a homeowner tells us he heard the clap of thunder Shortly after, smelled some smoke, and this is what resulted after 911 was called. Inside the bedroom closest to the lightning strike, you can see the force of the lightning blast. A portion of the roof charred, the resulting fire in the attic eventually smothered by water. That water damage evident. Part of the ceiling ripped out to make sure the blaze didn't spark back up. Firefighters say no one was injured during the fire in the two-story, three-bedroom home. Man who slept only feet from the lightning bolt's fury joked he is a sound sleeper, but woke up, thought the storm passed, went back to sleep. And when he smelled the fire, he got back up, called 911. Here is his initial reaction.
About 6:30, it woke me up. But thinking that was just lightning, I went right back to sleep. And then I heard some crackling in the walls. And we have a lot of animals around here, so I thought it must just be a squirrel. Then my wife called to me and said, the house is on fire. So we both ran out, and the smoke was pouring. I told her, call 911. In a few minutes, the fire department was here. Turned out that it was a fire up in the attic where the lightning had hit.
Tells us he does have insurance, and insurance will cover the damage. No word on exactly that total damage cost at this time. Live in Algonquin, Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News, Roseanne, Harry.
Okay, thank you, Jeremy.
Well, delays at O'Hare Airport are still affecting travel today. Up to 45 minutes right now at O'Hare. 370 flights have been canceled. It's a little bit better at Midway. Delays also about 45 minutes, but just one flight canceled there. With so much rain, the people in charge of the Chicago area's deep tunnel system have a request for you. The city's Metropolitan Water Reclamation District wants everyone to cut back a bit. In a tweet, the agency asks Chicago residents to minimize their water use, to leave room in sewers for extra water. That will help alleviate any flooding. You can get the latest watches and warnings right on your phone, including lightning detection in your area. Just download the CBS 2 weather app, available on Google Play and in the App Store.